All right, good, good, good. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome back, and Dave, thanks for having me here again. I just got back from Orlando yesterday. I met a bunch of fellow traders that we've been, after COVID's been up, and we're just so excited to get back into it. Trading, everyone had said the same exact thing. It's been a great year. I know a lot of people say, you know what? Please, I mean, no more COVID. That was a bad year. Well, you know what? As traders, give me another market like last year, and it just literally, I'll take that every year. So you got to take the good with the bad. The big thing is when it comes to trading, this is what it's all about. Now, I'm going to talk about something called the KISS method. My KISS method is how to keep it simple. What you're about to see, everybody, I'm going to show you right now is basically why trading is so important, why you need to use these tools. And if everybody here wants to know more about it, I am going to invite every single one of you in my trading room to see it live. Now, what I'm going to talk about is, let me just bring it over so you guys can see what's going on, because we got a stock right now that is having a hell of a run right now. And let me just bring it right here so I can share the screen. I don't know if you guys saw the stock Meds. So Meds right here, you could see it. And let me just minimize this. All right, there we go. So Meds, you can see the stock is up about 100%. It's up $4. The stock has got great movement, had a really nice pop. Stock went from $6 to $9. Now, some of you are probably asking the question is like, how did you find it? Where'd you get it? Well, the thing is, what I'm about to show all of you guys is something called, we're going to talk about level 4 in a minute. And I'm going to show you the power of following the money. Knowing where the orders are, knowing where 50,000 share sellers are. That's why the stock is dropping when it just had a run in 5 minutes, went from 720. And if you didn't have a game plan, you would, you could throw away a huge profit of it right there. These are things I'm going to show you. And also, like I said earlier, I'm going to invite every one of you to come in here, this wonderful room, so you can see us, all our traders out here, how they're all just trading together, and they all are jumping into stock like Meds and how they trade it, and seeing how our instructors call things out. But before I do that, I don't want to waste anybody's time. I want to make sure trading is for you. I want to make sure that when you're getting yourself involved in, and then if this is something that you want to do, because it's not for everybody, and you know what? That's okay. And that's why you got to be very, very careful, everybody, before you get into trading. There's no guarantees, and you shouldn't go out there and risk money that you can't afford to lose. So to be very, very careful. There's a very, very high risk when it comes into trading. And also, whatever we teach you is only educational purposes. So please read our disclaimer so we don't have any issues when it comes down to it, knowing if you're going to make money or not. So this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the short squeeze. We're going to talk about following the smart money. We're going to talk about NASDAQ total view, how orders get filled, all this good stuff. So please go out there. As I start showing you stuff, I'm going to ask everybody questions. I would anticipate you all answer them because you got to learn before you could earn. And that's what trading is all about. So I always like to introduce my family. And the reason why I do that, I'm a family man. I've been married almost 25 years now. I got 3 wonderful boys. They're actually going, 2 of them going to college. And I got my little one still at home. He's 12 years old. That's Lucas. The reason why I like to, talk about my family a little bit more is that we all know that marriage is a very difficult, job. I mean, really is. You fight. You have arguments. You do very successful. All that stuff. So it's kind of hard to see, like, wow, divorces are very high in today's markets. And people are like, well, so what is your secret? I'll tell you what one of my main secrets is. It's what my dad told me a long time ago. Happy wife, happy life, okay? But with that said, one of the things about being happy is spending more time with your family, having good family values, and having a job that you could have the opportunity to do it and spend more time with your family. I mean, how many of you out there are just like stressed out? You're traveling, you're going here. I mean, geez, if you're where I'm from, New York, and going back and forth to the city, I mean, like, who wants to do that, right? So, and with COVID, people starting to realize, man, this working from home is actually pretty cool. But unfortunately, that's going to run out soon. So the thing is, now more people want to get into trading. And I think a lot of my success of having a great relationship with my family and me doing things with them is because of trading. And that's really what it comes down to it. Now, the thing about trading too, it also pays a lot of money. Now, how I got started into trading, well, the thing is this, I'm actually one of the original day traders that started back in the early 90s. And I know that's going to be very rare for you people to hear, but the thing is, back then you had to be licensed, you had to be registered, all that crazy stuff. And, but I didn't want to do that. So I did like what most people do today. They go out there and they kind of want to learn on their own. And I was also that ignorant 22-year-old kid that blew up his account. And I finally came to the conclusion, you know what? It might not be a bad idea to learn from somebody, right? It might not be a bad idea to maybe go work for someone to show me what I'm doing wrong, because I love this job. I see people making a lot of money. And you know what? Every day you open up and turn on, read the paper or read any TV station, they always have to bring up the market. And they're always, demagoguing the people that trade the market because you guys make so much money. And you know what? I'm sorry that I did better than some other people, but you know what? I just basically was geared the right way and had to do it. So I love trading, but the thing is this, to be successful in trading, what you're about to see, what I'm about to teach you is you got to know how to play the game. Now, there's a lot of people out there that think they know how to play the game. They got great stories, but I've learned that the way you got to learn how to trade is the same reason why I have a great relationship with my family. You got to have a nucleus of a good team of traders. You have to trust them. You got to trade with them. So I'm going to invite all of you to kind of meet those people that I've mentored, that how we actually work together like a team. So you could see it. It's not as difficult that people make it to be. Now, I want to start off talking a little bit about the Reddit stock. So we've been talking about the Reddit stocks for a while, and this is like the new thing that's moving in the market. We talked about COVID stocks, the market crashing, and the vaccine stocks and stuff like that. But this is like the new thing. It's now the Reddit stocks, David versus Goliath, the Wall Street bet guys, cryptocurrency stocks, pot stocks. Listen, there's always a new thing that's out there that you guys could trade. Now, the thing is, are they going to continue? Are they going to go up? Are they going to go down? I don't care. All I care about is following what everyone else is doing. That's everyone's biggest issue. They all want to talk about it, but they don't know how to execute. So let's talk about a stock like RKT this week, okay? Look at this stock at 12 o'clock this morning. Hold on, let me get my little pointer out here so you guys could see what's going on. So here you have my pointer. Look at the stock. 12:30. The stock goes from $30 up to $44. I mean, that's a big move as a trader. That's in one day, not what overall of the week. Now, how does the stock go up so much? Like that one, like Reddit, like CLOV yesterday, Wish today. There's so many of them out there. It's all about following the orders. But the question is, how do you know they're going to go up? How do you know they continue? Well, the big thing is this. Like, I don't have a crystal ball. Okay, I don't do research, and that might sound crazy as it believes, because you could do all this research, and then at the end of the day, you're like, it didn't go anywhere. What we do at Cyber Trader University is we teach you how to find stocks that are moving, and all we do is we work through the big percentage gainers and losers. Like, BRMA, the stock is up 478% today. WTRH was up 240%. Look at all these stocks in here. Some people are like, man, I can't even make that in a year. That thing moved in one day. Yes, and guess what? You could have shorted some stocks. Look at these things, down 80%, 60%, 50%. Could have made a lot of money on a short. And this is all in one day. So the thing is, when you're looking at these things that we trade, it's all about people backing them up and jumping into them. So why exactly are you buying and selling a stock? Listen, You're not because of news, not because of indicators, not because the market and the sector. That is basically 90% of why people fail. We trade today to make money. I don't care what I trade. I don't want to know what I'm trading. It doesn't matter. It's all about risking the least amount of money with the high amount of reward. Now, how do we know out of all those stocks what's going to move and what's not going to move? Well, let's talk about something called level 2. Anybody here have level 2 quotes, just out of curiosity? Can everybody just give me a chat back? I know I'm talking for, 10 minutes. And anyone here have level 2 quotes? Irving, you don't? Okay. Anyone else? Just give me a yes or no. I mean, listen, nobody's going to pick on you. No one's going to make fun of you. You know what I mean? What about you, Bill? Charlie, Chewy, Delta Airlines, whoever you are? George, you guys, anyone here at level 2? All right. So basically, level 2 was really good back in the 90s. It's basically outdated. It's free, and that's all it's worth. Okay. Basically, what it is you got buyers on the left, you got sellers on the right, but you're not seeing all the orders. It moves pretty quickly. People get discouraged, don't understand the concept of it, and you don't have to, because I don't use it. But everybody offers it because you look at it, you're like, wow, this thing is moving pretty quickly. I see the New York Stock Exchange. I see the NASDAQ exchange. But the problem is you're not seeing every order out there. So I'm going to jump into something where now we're going to get really into it. I'm going to talk about something called NASDAQ Total View. Now, this is a very popular platform. A lot of brokerage firms do offer it. No, it's not free. Okay. And by the way, I want to kind of remind everyone something. You don't want anything for free. Okay. If you're looking for free stuff, then you're in the wrong business. What you are looking for is a good deal. All right. Nobody works for free. All right. Free is only good enough to get your interest into knowing that you don't know enough of it. So let's talk about Total View. And by the way, this platform right here, when I started 25 years ago, I paid $1,000 a month for it. $1,000. Could you imagine today you telling someone to buy something for $1,000 a month for a platform? Try to convince that for a 22-year-old kid 25 years ago. Now, does it cost $1,000? No, it costs $15. And by the way, if you can't even afford $15, you better not even trade, okay? So what is Total View? Basically, what we're seeing is about 20 times more data or orders, let's just say, in the market. So here you have buyers on the left. Let me maybe draw it up for you guys a little bit. Here's buyers. Here are your sellers. And you got 3 columns. Column 1 right here is the price. Column 2 is how many shares, and column 3 is the orders. Okay, so that's basically what you're getting here. You're seeing who wants to buy for the most amount of money, and who wants to buy for less money. So you're basically looking at a big chat room. That's what you're seeing. Okay, you're seeing all these buyers and sellers. Now remember, you're not the only person out there. There are people all over the world that want to buy and sell the stock. Now, think about this for a second, fellow traders. You're seeing every order out there. Why in your wildest dreams not have this data? Why would you even consider trading something without knowing where everyone else is? And I keep asking myself that same question. And the more you look at this and the more you understand it, it's going to make so much more sense. Now, I want to hop over here really quick. And hold on one second. I want to show you something, guys. Something really cool. All right. Remember that stock I was telling you, Meds? All right. Let me just bring that over here and clear this out. Meds just passed this big order out here. The guy got executed. All these green balls, now look at it. The stock is already trading at almost $10 a share. Look at right here. Look at this buyer right here. 73,000 shares. You're telling me, like, when you trade something, you don't want to know where the 73,000 share seller is? How many shares you trading? 100, 1,000? Look at the stock, and they keep bidding it up, and it keeps going higher and higher and higher. What more do you need to convince of not following the money? So let me bring back my slide here. There's prediction and there's reality. And the reality is what we teach at Cybertrain University is how to find something called iceberg orders, big block orders like I just showed you. So let's go back over here. Let's look at Macy's, for example. So look at this stock right here. Let's look at a chart and keep things simple. Stock right here is trading around 1860, right? It comes all the way down. It stops right around here around 1760. And all of a sudden it starts going back up, and it goes back to 1820. Now, why did it stop at 1760? Why didn't it go back down to 17? You see, the problem with the chart, it's working off past data. You want to be a successful trader, you need to see the future. And the future is this. When a stock is going down, the only way it's going to go back up is if you have buyers. And when you look down here, you'll notice that there's a lot of buyers on Macy's. But the thing is, this is your buyer for 320,000 shares at 1750. So when you sit down, you look like, why did the stock bounce at 1750? Oh, that's why. Because of this guy. Let me go back to the stock that we were watching in real time, Meds. Look what just happened. A 247,000 share seller came out. Oh, is that why the stock is going down? Maybe. You see, things go up and go down. And the way they go up and go down with big block orders is, you know, and look, the guy looks like he's getting hit, by the way, is you need to see where they are. You need to see where they are. That is all about something that we preach that's called a game plan. Let's go back to our PowerPoint. Look at this example right here. Workhorse, another Reddit stocks that we've been trading. Stock goes from 1850 all the way up to $24. And as it keeps going up, 22, backed off, went to 22.50, backed off, all the way to $24. And then it didn't do what it did in the past. It actually went all the way down to 20. Why? Because when you look at the sell orders, 200, 300, 400, oh, 54,000. You see, there's a lot of orders out there, and I think that's where people get discouraged. They look at this, they're like, a lot of orders out there. Like, but when you're seeing that, it makes perfect sense why it was going to back off. How would you even think of trading a stock without not knowing where those buyers and sellers are? It's beyond me. Well, when I was first introduced to this, it's exactly how I felt. Let's look at NIO. Okay, let's have a little test, or let's have a little fun here. Can you guys tell me where do you think the stock is going to do from what you could see from the chart? Do you think the stock is going up or down? Let's see if you can answer this question, everyone. Up or down? If you can't answer this question, you really shouldn't be trading. Well, if you said down, congratulations. That wasn't a difficult question, right? That wasn't hard. Now, the thing is this. When is this stock going to stop? Is it going straight to zero? What is going to make this stock go up? Well, only one thing, buyers. Where are you going to see the buyers? There's no platform out there that is going to make you find buyers than that. And here you have it. When we slap in NASDAQ Total View and ECN, you got a 19,000 share seller at 73 cents. Now it makes sense. Now you know what? That is the reason why the stock went up. So it's all about having a game plan. Now you have that game plan. Boom. If you knew he was out there and you bought it where they were buying it, maybe a penny or two higher, cut the line. Not bad selling the stock at $13.60, right? Make $1 on 1,000 shares. I'll take that all day. Let's go to the data. Where do you think resistance levels is on Intel? Oh, I don't know. Let's look at the MACD. Let's look at the moving average. Let's look at Vector Vest. You know what I mean? Like, how about we just look where the sellers are? What do you think? So resistance is built by sellers. Sellers are over here on the right. And when you work your way down, got 465 orders out there at $61. What do you think is going to probably happen when we get down to 61? Right now we're at 60, 70, 76. Well, from what the chart tells us, looks strong. But when you slap the order in there, not so strong. Not so strong. It's all about having a game plan. These fellow traders is what we call at CyberTrade University iceberg orders. You need to follow the money. Now, there's a lot of other strategies people go out there and they'll teach you, and some seem better, make sense, whatever it is. But this is basically just predicting the future. When you climb up a ladder, do you look down as you walk up, or do you look up as you walk up? And why are you looking up? Very simple. Because you're looking for the ceiling so you don't hit your head. That is how trading is supposed to work. Not by waiting for it to tell you where it's going. You need to know where it's going before it gets there. Hey, listen, I lose money trading. And let me tell you something. There were trades I did today that I lost. And if I didn't take those losers, I would have been down 3 to 4 times more money. You see, losing money is a good thing. And the reason why it is that if you know why you did it, you're not going to do it again. And that is one of the biggest things that we teach at CyberTrade University. We don't teach you how to make money. We teach you how to stop losing it. That's everyone's biggest problem. So if you're not using the right tools, you're basically trading blind. Look at the picture on the right. Look at all those monitors. You're seeing orders. The picture on the left, what are you seeing? Some guy trading on his laptop. How many of you here are trading on a laptop? Doesn't work that way, guys. How much could you basically fit on a laptop? Now, I'm not saying to get 6 monitors, but, you got to have enough to get that you could see the data and fit it there. Now, the next question that comes up to people always ask me, and they say, Fausto, are these fake orders? Like, I heard that people go out there and they put fake orders. And listen, there's nothing fake about these orders, okay? These are all real orders. Now, we could cancel an order. People cancel orders all the time. But these are all real orders, okay? And if you don't believe me, when you come in my trading room, when I invite all of you in there, we'll go out there and we'll be happy to, be happy to kind of find one of those big orders for you and see if you could execute it. You tell me how fake it is. Now, there is something called time and sales I want to talk about. Now, time and sales are confirmations of a transaction that took place. This is called tape reading. Now, I'm actually a tape reader. I don't know if anyone here read my book. You could buy it on Amazon, How to Beat Market Makers in Their Own Way, at their own game. But I was taught how to read the tape, because the tape is where the chart gets its data from. When you look at a chart and you're like, where's all these orders come from? It's coming from here. So you're basically one step ahead of everybody else. So let's look at this example right here. Where is support on RAD? Okay. Now, can everyone answer this question for me? Let me see if you guys are smart enough to figure out what I taught you so far. Can you tell me where is the support level on Rite Aid? Where do you think? Is it 1529? Is it 1450? What do you guys think? It's a nice whole number, Irving, right? If you said 15, congratulations, you're right. Now, it's going to ask everybody a question. Did you need a chart to tell you that? Did you need somebody on CNBC or Fox Business to tell you that? You got the data right in front of you. Now, what happened? The stock went past $15. Look at that. It went from 16 down to 15. It broke 15. And went all the way down to 4. What the hell happened? What happened to that guy? That was a big support level. Well, if you look over here, within an hour, the guy obviously was getting executed. Look at the time in sales. 15, 15, 15, 15, 4,000, 2,000, 2,800, 3,800, 2,600. Red, 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 red. What does that tell me? The guy was getting executed. By the way, that could happen. It's not always a guarantee when you see a big buyer, it's going to be a support level. What happens if somebody said, you know, I don't know, Warren Buffett says, you know what? There's a big block order out there. There's our chance to get out. Why don't you just hit them and get out of our shares? I want to move on. That could happen. And if you didn't see it happen, now you're down to $14. How many of you here wish you sold the stock at a specific price if you knew it was going to go lower? Well, very simple. If you saw the order out there and you saw him getting executed, you probably wouldn't have not questioned your trades. So let's talk about something new. Level 4. What is level 4, by the way? I just showed you something we call level 3. Oh, level 4, this is level 4. So let me show you exactly how it works. AMC, 700,000 share seller out there. Could you look at the numbers? 700,000, and within the next 2 or 3 pennies, 50,000, 31,000. But this 700,000 share seller was out there. Okay? What does that mean? That means that the stock has got a big order out there. Now, the difference on trading and just looking at numbers is now knowing how long these people have been out there for. Let's look at a stock like Eni. This is a stock that we traded today. If you look down here at the bottom at 9:45, this guy's been out there for, I don't know, almost an hour. And here you have a stock, it's at 240 and it keeps going up, right? So wouldn't it be smart to have a game plan knowing that you're coming up to a resistance level, because the chart doesn't tell you that? But what level 4 tells you is that, hey, you might see resistance levels on a chart, but when that guy gets filled, boom, thing ran up another 20 cents. You see, it's all about following the money. This guy's been out there not only by 9:30, he's been out there since the pre-market hours. So when you look at a chart and you're like, oh, definitely resistance, get out. But then what happens if that order gets filled, like I just showed you? Let's look at this, for example. What does this chart tell us? Nothing. Zero. But What does level 4 tell us? Everything. Same stock, different chart. Here you have orders out here, got filled. Big block order, got filled. Big block order, got filled. Big block order, 222,000 shares, okay? Got filled. This is what we look for. But in that situation, on any, what was that? That stock was it? Oh, that was another. That was a stock that I had in the past. But now, when you get to a big block order like that, you know what? Maybe there's the bounce. But the chart didn't tell you that. So when it comes to trading, fellow traders, a lot of people make things more confused than what it really is. They're going out there, they're looking at trades, they're trying to find something that is going to tell them. They want to find the next best indicator out there. And after a while, it just becomes very confusing. You don't know what to believe. You know, you got the orders, you got the buyers. I mean, it's just like it doesn't stop. What chart is easy to read? Chart number 1 or chart number 2? Could you guys tell me? What do you think? 1 or 2? Chart number 1 or chart number 2? Really? Chart number 2. Well, congratulations, you're right. And by seeing these orders out here and seeing the support levels, I don't know what the hell we're seeing over here. I mean, I know this means something, but I have no idea. So I'm not going to pretend to do that. I would rather know that I'm looking at a chart and I see a support level, and knowing that if it really is support, that those buyers do exist and are out there. But a chart doesn't tell you that. You need to use level 3 and level 4. Let me clear this out and change. Hold on. All right. So a lot of people look at platforms and they get very discouraged. And I know a lot of people don't like change. You know what I mean? I mean, no one really likes a change, getting into a trade and whatever it is. But when it comes to doing this kind of stuff, it's not as complicated what it really is. I mean, I don't like a change. I don't like jumping in, you know, different platforms here and there. But at the end of the day, you are going to need a platform that is geared to your type of trading. And every brokerage firm is better than others for certain styles of trading. If you're trading stocks, if you're trading futures, you're trading Forex, now you probably maybe trading cryptocurrency, whatever it may be. Maybe you're doing options trading, you know, but my broker offers that type of trade. I can trade stocks, you know, but I'm doing, you know, but they're more geared towards options. They're not going to give you all the tools, you know, like getting away from something called payment for order flow. I mean, you ever stop and really think about how does a brokerage firm really make money by charging you free tickets? You know, you ever call them up and ask them that? Call them up and ask them, say, I'm just curious, why are you doing it for free? Like, how do you guys make money? And they'll never tell you, but it's in the back of your account statements. It's called payment for order flow. They're actually trading against you. They're selling your order. They're just getting order flow. Is that who you want to do business with? And then you wonder why, like, you're not making money. Oh, but the tickets are free. Oh, they gave me free charts, you know, but are you really making money? Think about it. Anybody out there rush to buy a car? Why would you do that? You could take public transportation. $2.50. Why go out there and risk your life to pay insurance, gas going to $4 a gallon, right? Pay all that. Got to get a license. Worry about get tickets. I mean, you hear all the bad things about having a car. It's like it's so much cheaper to take the bus for $2. But we all know we need our own car. Okay? Nobody's going to be worrying about, we can't work on their time. Yeah, there's a value to it certain places, but at the end of the day, try to explain that to a pregnant wife. Yeah, honey, oh, you're in labor? Oh, we have to wait for the bus. They're going to be here in about 5 hours. I know you're having contractions at 3 in the morning, but you know where I'm going with this, everyone? Where I'm going with this is that trading is a great job, but you can't make it great and be successful at it if you don't have the right tools, and more importantly, surround yourself with good traders that are very good at it. That's how you become good at it. Ever work with a bad employee? It stinks. Sometimes you worry about they're going to put you in harm's way. Mentors, people like me, and people like I met, over just yesterday. Great traders surround themselves with great traders. Hang out with a bad one. Listen, you find out the hard way. So you can't be self-taught, because it just makes things more harder. The learning curve is harder. You don't have a person to pass ideas with. You have to learn, and you got to make an investment in yourself in trading. Because remember, like when I started off, I told everybody, trading's not for everybody, fellow traders. It's not. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Or maybe you didn't find the right person to teach you. But going out there and, sitting there and watching, I mean, think about it. How simple did I explain it? That you could actually follow the orders and that data is available. And your probably next question is, my brokerage firm give me that? Listen, they might, or they might not, because they don't want you to know what they're doing. And that's why I love talking to people like you. And that's why I love coming to these events, because I like to educate people, and hopefully I will get the opportunity to make you part of my family so we could trade and do this all day long. And just make a day's pay, go back and do what you like. I don't know if you have any hobbies. I mean, I just ran a new TV show. I remember a new YouTube show. It's called Fausto's Home Living, because I got too much time on my hands. You're gonna see. You go to my other channel. You'll see me, building garden boxes, taking care of chickens, backyard chickens, cooking. You know what I mean? Teaching guys how to cook, because I got the free time to do that, and I get to do it with my family. I get to do it with my kids. I get to share it with my fellow traders. People always ask me, what the hell you do all day? How do you have the time to do this stuff? Because I trade, work an hour, make my day's pay. Things work out great. If it doesn't, I come back tomorrow. It's a great job. But the way I was able to be good at it is because I got trained by the right people how to do it. So if you guys want to do it right, you got to learn how to play it right. That's why I've been featured on almost every brokerage firm that trades, which, by the way, something very important that all of you guys need to make sure you do. When you go out there and you learn from traders, make sure they're being endorsed by brokerage firms. Remember, they have a big compliance issue, and last thing they want them to do is put you in front of their audience teaching you how to lose money. So anyone here involved, anyone here in the trading room right now, anyone here have mentors? Anybody here, being trained or part of a group right now? Just out of curiosity. Irving, you are? Okay, good. And the thing is this, the way you're in a good system with someone is that their traders in the room have to be good. You know what I mean? It's those traders in there. Listen, I'm going to be 50 years old, in September. You're not going to find people in here, talking about video games. You're not going to see people in here bragging about how much money they made. We're in a different league, but it might not be your style, but we don't talk about, going on Learjets, and, the Wolf of Wall Street, let's just say, type of attitude. These are people that are here, are business owners, grandmas and grandpas, retirees, engineers, professors at schools. I can go on, doctors, pharmacists. These are the people that are in here. And we just want to just enjoy life. You get to a point where we want to do something that is not so stressful, because trading can be very stressful when you're doing it on your own, and just be able to kind of just work together, just see what they're doing. So I want to invite every one of you to come in my trading room to meet the Monica K's, the Ming X's, the Mark Reginios, the Lynette's, the Luis Guerreros, the Norman Lingwoods. See these everyday people, how we change their life, and see if we could do it to you. So this is all I'm asking for. This is a free event, and I hope I taught you enough to be dangerous, okay? But if you want to not be dangerous, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you came from, but I'm not asking for a lot of money. It's money back guaranteed. $9 to get in to do a crash course trial in that trading room. That's it, $9, okay? I'm going to give you the link in about another second here. And let me just go get it for you, by the way. CTU.co. Let me just give you the link right there. Hold on. We just launched our new website about a couple of weeks ago. By the way, there's a video of me on NASDAQ talking about TotalView. If you guys get a chance to get there and play around with it. Here's our $9 trial. And let me just give you the link for that here. Oh, you got it in there? Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. CT already put it in there. So anyway, this is what you're going to get. Every one of you are going to be able to talk to an education advisor. Yes, we actually pick up the phone here, and you're going to be talking to our staff. You're going to have access to the trading room. You're going to have access to our morning and afternoon watch list. You're going to get a weekly live Q&A trading session, 100 hours of recordings, and as a bonus, you'll be able to get a free coaching class from me. Now, why in the world, why anybody would talk to someone for $9 and not do that? And why would I waste my time? Well, the thing is this. If you're going to take trading seriously, I'm going to take you seriously, okay? Training someone is a lot of work. You need to go out there. We need to understand how to find tradable and non-tradable stocks. We need to know how to find iceberg orders, but the only way you're going to know, because for me to take my time to teach you how to do it, I'm going to have to interview you. We don't train everybody that comes to CTU, and for good reason. I don't need the scrutiny. I got a AAA rating at the Better Business Bureau. I don't need the scrutiny. I got a 5-star rating on Google. I don't need the scrutiny. If it's not for you, you shouldn't continue with anyone. And honestly, we're not going to make money together. Like, if you can't help me find iceberg orders out there because you can't see it, then you know what? That's fine. You know what I mean? At least you tried it out. But if you like the idea of what we talked about, if you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader, an investor, this is only going to help you get better at what you're doing, because we all know you're going to be doing it for the rest of your life. That's where it comes down to it. Now, does anyone have any questions that I could answer? Any questions regarding about level 3, level 4, the trial, anything? Any questions? When you can get started is a good question that comes up. And basically, immediately, what wouldn't wait? You could probably start on Monday if you want. You can't start your trial until you talk to the education advisor. They have to activate your account. We want to make sure that when you come into the trading room, you know what you're looking at, because you might get lost. You don't want to be confused on whatever it is. After the week, if you want to continue, it's $149 a month. But if you don't want to continue, don't worry about it. We're not going to make you jump over hoops, Ray. If you don't want to continue the room, you don't have to. I'm not here to make, the money that we charge for the room really just covers my staff and my expenses. You know, I'm looking for people I can make six figures with in the room, because if I could teach you how to do that, I'll make several thousand, you know, by you helping me out with your call outs. That's really where it comes down to it. There's no, you can't get good platforms for free. So, and I can't find good traders if they're not willing to pay $9. You know what I mean? So, any other questions? You could do a yearly if you want. There's a big discount of like almost like 50%, you know, for a year membership. Absolutely. There is a day trading course that's going to be posted up there. There are a couple of videos, a lot of videos you're going to get with it. You know, you got to make sure you know what you're getting yourself involved in, because you could lose that in one trade, you know? So you don't want to go out there and trade in today's markets and not know how to play the game. Remember, it's all about following the money. That's what it comes down to it. All right. Any other questions before I pass on to the next presenter? I'll give you guys some time to, you know, catch up, fill up your coffees maybe. Because I actually got another webinar at 12 o'clock I got to start with another channel partner. So I'm hopping from this one and going into another one. So I need to take, you know, it's been a really busy day for us here at CTU. Are you going to give trades for the week? Helene, we do what's called a watch list. I broadcast live every morning and afternoon on YouTube. But yes, you got to remember, nobody could tell you what to buy and sell. That's illegal unless they're registered. Okay. We show you how to find them and how to get in and out of them. We teach you how to control your losses and how to run with your winners. But we do have a watch list, and we don't do it weekly. We do it daily. We do it, you know, constantly. That's where it comes down to it. But you got to know how to hit the button. The way you become successful at trading is you got to trade more often and just buy less shares. All right. So with that said, everybody, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I know you got a lot of great speakers here. Listen, take the time, listen to everybody. They got some great content. The worst thing that could happen is that you learn something. But I know it's a long day. If you can't make all of them, I know they're being recorded, but do yourself a favor. Do your homework, find a mentor. You're going to need to probably find a couple of them, but don't go out there and think you could do this on your own. This is like a 95% failure rate. Like, would you give your money would you give your, you know, get brain surgery done to your loved ones, that the guy never went to med school? I know that sounds ridiculous, but you know what? Would you give your money to a finance guy who never learned finance? We're no different. So let's do it the right way, not the wrong way. So David, thanks for having me, everybody. And I'm going to hop onto this other webinar, and hopefully look forward to see everybody in the trading room. In the meantime, enjoy your rest of your day here, and happy trading, everybody, and be safe.